Thank you for joining me. I am Reverend Sunni Boehme, and I am doing everything that I can in the world to uplift, inspire, and ignite people to claim a higher consciousness for living in this world, to know that you can transform anything that is happening to you into a miracle instead of living in the chaos and the fear. One of the tools that I've been using over the past few years, I've been teaching manifestation for more than 30 years in my life. It seems to be the thing that I got best at, and I focus my energy on constantly manifesting and bringing into my life the things that I want. Instead of thinking that I have to make more money, I have to earn more money to buy the things I want, I set out a clear message about exactly what I want, and it comes to me in miraculous ways. Like this piece of furniture behind me. A number of years ago, I saw a piece of furniture similar, but it was black lacquer and it was Art Deco. And I knew I wanted a piece of furniture that completely matched my dining room set. But I had this vision of a piece of furniture like this. And so I had it really, really clear in my mind, and that this would come to me easily now in miraculous ways that would be easily afforded. And then one day I live in Milwaukee, and I had driven to Detroit to see Marianne Williamson. And on my way back from Detroit, it had been raining for hours and it was miserable. And I knew I had to get out of the car and walk around and put some gas in my car. And where I stopped to get gas, I noticed that next to it was an antique consignment center. And because it was still raining, I thought, oh, I'll go walk around in there. Well, I walked into that consignment center, and this piece was right there. And I went, oh my God, I had to drive all this distance to find the right and perfect piece that I wanted and needed for my home. But the price was way too high. The price was way out of my budget. And so, but at a consignment place, the people who own the piece aren't there. There's a manager at the consignment place. So I said to the person, I only have $600. I knew I had $600 in my account. And I said, would you call this person and see if they would accept this money? And he called. The person answered the phone. The person said yes, because how many people in Indiana are going to want a thing like this? And so I was driving a minivan, which for once wasn't filled with all kinds of stuff. We loaded the piece in my minivan and I came home with it. So that's manifestation. I found something that they wanted over $2,000 for. I found it for exactly the right price, exactly the right time, and it was a miracle manifestation. So that's just one of the things that I do. So when I found this book about 6 years ago, it's called The One Command. And Asara Lovejoy wrote this book because she had gone down to her knees. Her life turned upside down, and she was looking at foreclosure, looking at sleeping in her car, looking at everything bad that are people's biggest fears. And so usually when our lives get the worst is when we will reach out to a higher power and begin saying, oh my God, how am I going to turn this around? And so what she came up with is this amazing process. It's a very simple, very easy process. You just say, I don't know how. Because when you say that, you're reaching up to a higher power and saying, I don't have all the answers inside this box that is my brain. I only have fear and crisis in my brain right now. So I don't know how. Show me a new way to make this right, to make this turn around. And so after you get clear about what you really want, then we say it in a statement. Now, there's a whole lot of crisis going on in the world right now with this coronavirus. And the financial things that are happening. So I wrote down some of the one commands that I'm going to be using tonight at the class that I teach every Wednesday night. So the one command would sound like this. I don't know how. Divine light lifts and transforms this situation now. We see the light through the chaos. We claim the light to heal and transform our fear and anxiety into a powerful force for good. We see this opportunity to claim our dominion over mass consciousness, and our consciousness is shifted to higher levels of insight and awareness. I am the light. I am the light. I am the light. I only know this is happening now, and I am at peace and fulfilled. So another one command that I wrote for this situation, I don't know how. My immune system is powerful to overcome any lower frequency virus. I only know and trust that positive and loving thoughts heal and transcend destructive, low energy thoughts and fears. I love my body, and every cell in my body is created to fight for my highest good and perfect function, and I am a powerful force for good. This is just a test to raise my energy and consciousness higher. I only know all good is happening at the speed of light now, and I am at peace and fulfilled. I don't know how. The force of good and awakening transformation is happening now. The blind see clearly. The deaf hear differently. The apathetic rise up and take action for the good of all. Only I know this is happening now, and I am at peace and fulfilled. I am awake and conscious. I claim my power as a force for good in the world. Nothing and no one can steal my peace of mind. I am a force for good, and good is happening in me, through me, and all around me. And so it is. Only good happens to me, through me, and around me. Thank you, God. And so those would be one commands that we would use at this time, and that's why I wanted to share them with you.